Hello, and my name is Yến Trần from Vietnam. Today I'm making this tutorial as a reflection on week 3, TPA, Teacher Practice Area, and we are going to focus on the activities. In the last week we talked about resources, and this week we talk about the activities. So I'm going to illustrate what I have learned from the perspective of a teacher. If I play the role of a teacher and I want to add activities, what can I do? First, I need to turn the editing right on by clicking on the green button. So the green button turns red. Is when you turn the editing right off. Now let's move to the add activities here. Okay, as you can see, this is the list of activities that many teachers have done before me, and all teachers before they add their activities, they need to add a label which indicate their name. For example, Nina, Summer, Installator, and I also added some activities for me, and yeah, my name also is a label. So when I'm a teacher and I want to add activities, there are something that I have learned. Now, so this is the activity for a teacher, and when you turn the editing right on, you can see that you can add an activity or resource, and in this week we will focus on the activities. So you can take a look and see that you can add a lot of activities here. So when you click on an activity, for example an assignment, on the right column you will see a short summary on what you can do if you choose an assignment. So based on the purpose of the teacher, you can choose what activity you want to include in your Moodle for teacher, in your Moodle. First, I added an activity. I tried out an activity. Is an assignment, and if I add an assignment, okay, let's see what happens if I add an assignment. Name assignment for week 1, for example. Description, a short description for assignment for week 1, for examples. Here you can click on the toolbar tool so that it will expand more choices, so you can choose for the color of the words, for example, or you can insert emoticon, things like that. But I don't want to do anything. You can display description on the first page or not. You can insert a file if you want to, and if you take a look, you will see that this is the interfere of the core of what you add. It means that when you add an activity, you will see that this is what you can do, the choices, the tools where you can use to choose for the appearance of the activity. So every activity you choose, you will have the choices to apply to your activity. Okay. Now, availability. Here you can see that there are the date, the due date, the cut-off date. Yes, and so it's related to the calendar. So if you want to see how it looks, you can save and return, save and display. And if you want to if you don't want to see how it looks, you can save and return to the course. So let's choose save and display to see what happens. Okay, so if I add an activity that related to the time, the calendar, it would say, sorry, but you do not currently have permission to update the calendar event. So it means that if I'm a teacher and I want to add the activities on TPA, I am not allowed to use the activities that related to the time. So if I play the role as a manager, I can do that. So okay, so I just got continue. Yes, so when I click continue, I go out, I get out. First, I was stuck with this week because I didn't know why I don't have the permission to add the activities like this. But then when I go to the help, the uh, the other the other reflections of other teachers, and I understand that this is what I cannot do. So if I play the role as a manager, I can do more things. So let's move back to the teacher practice area. So you can see that if you want to add an activity that you don't have the permission, besides that you don't have the permission to change the calendar, it means that it will not appear here. It means you have failed to add an activity like that. So I decided to change. I decided to add the activities that doesn't relate to the calendar, and I add the list of questionnaire, attendance, checklist, the glossary, lesson, feedback, forum, quiz, and Moodle users. So I added it. However, I didn't have the right to modify a lot of content in these activities. So I hope that if I'm a manager, I can do more things. So I have finished my reflection on teacher practice area adding activities. Thank you for listening and reflecting and commenting on my reflection. Goodbye.